All right, goalkeeper throws. So 5 seconds or less. That's the rule. So your little goalkeeper is in here. The second that you even recognize that your goalkeeper is going to make a save, so even before they've picked that ball up, you need to be screaming out to them, and honestly, screaming out to everybody else on your team as well, a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, here's everybody's jobs during that 5-second countdown. The job of your goalkeeper is to get themselves to the top of the box. The top of the box anywhere, it doesn't matter. Get to the top of the box so that now you are farther away from your goal. Their next job is to throw that ball as hard and as far as they can, again, into open space. Not even necessarily to a specific player. Again, it's not so much a pass as it is a clearance. Get the ball out into open space. Here's why we do it that way. Most of the shots being taken in the academy, they are not being struck from way outside the box. Sometimes they are, but most of them, they're coming in these little areas right in here. All right, so if the little team comes down and they've got a right midfielder in your box, they've got a forward in your box, they got a center midfielder in your box, they got a left midfielder in your box, if your goalkeeper can make that save and can run to the top of their box fast enough, 1, 2, 3 for certain, maybe a fourth player, are now bypassed just by your keeper sprinting to the top of that box, and now they're out of the play, and we can begin our counterattack from there. So here is what the rest of your players need to be doing. All right? If your goalkeeper is up here at the top of their box, the very first thing that needs to happen is your two defenders, instead of turning their back to the play, which happens a lot, and running away, they actually need to recover backwards towards your goalkeeper. Your center midfielder, instead of turning and running away, actually needs to recover backwards towards your goalkeeper. Your wide midfielders, instead of sprinting out wide to space, right, they can be wide, but they need to drop back. But they need to drop back, right? They need to drop back. And so what this will eventually look like is something like this. All right? Again, this is your goalkeeper, right? Defender, center midfielder. Now, the reason why we do that is because what if your little goalkeeper drops the ball and falls over, drops the ball, and just leaves it there? Are we going to get scored on straight away, or do we have help? Now we have help. What if instead of your goalkeeper throwing that ball 15 yards into space, what happens if they throw it 3 yards because they're little and they're young and they don't throw it very well? We now have players there to defend it. But the other thing it does is when we drop back, you are now opening up big spaces where they can actually throw that ball, look, another one here, into that open space, which is what is going to allow us to get out. And now even that ball is in that space, you now have your entire team behind the ball. So if one of their defenders is able to win it, then we can immediately pressure that ball and try to win it. Or again, if we can bypass some of their players by getting out so quick, now just the counterattack is immediately on and we are off and running towards that opposite goal. And the thing that sets this up, again, is you not standing by and watching it happen. You have to compete in these games with your kids. So what sets all of this up is just your ability to shout out to them loudly and excitedly a 5-second countdown so that they will know that is their cue to sprint to the top of their box and to throw that ball hard and far into open space. That's it. That's the only job of your goalkeeper, right? Once they have made that save, run out there, throw it hard into open space as fast as they can. And again, you have to build it for them.